Now it is time for the award-winning JBL Travel Minute with Joe Leo with JBL Travel Group. JBL Travel Group is the official travel company of Tiki Man Radio. You can reach out to Joe at 732-831-5200. And now get ready to learn something new about travel. Take it away, Joe.
Good morning, everybody. It's Joe Leo with this week's Travel Minute, and I just want to, this week I want to talk about safety and security while you're traveling. I know we touched on this months ago, but this is a very important topic that you need to understand, especially when you're traveling outside the country. So, even though this is going to be an incredibly great experience, we want to make sure that you're safe and secure, and that's the number one priority. First of all, what you should do is research the local destinations where you're going. Understand the local laws and the local customs, and familiarize yourself with the normal laws and regulations, because some of the things that we do here in our country and that are acceptable here may be illegal or offensive at another country. So it's good to take a look at what their customs and regulations are. The second thing you want to do is also check your travel advisories. And I know I've given you this website before, travel.gov. It'll give you the travel advisories. Check that, make sure that everything is okay. Unless it's really a severe bad warning not to go, most of the time it's just cautioning you about what's going on. Number 3, keep your documents and your passport very safe. Use a travel wallet. Make sure you use the hotel safe when it's available. Store your original passports and that kind of stuff. Always carry a photocopy of your important travel documents, your passport, your itinerary, any kind of insurance document. Either a photocopy or store it digitally somewhere that it's password protected. And then also make sure that you stay connected with somebody at home so that they know where you are and they know your itinerary. So God forbid, if any problems, they have all that information. Always use safe transportation and make sure you choose reputable suppliers. Now, when you're dealing with us, we always make sure that we use reputable, licensed, and bonded providers for your transportation from the airport to the hotel and from the hotel back to the airport. But if you're going to take excursions and things like that, I would suggest highly that you use the companies that we provided for you for your transportation. Those are tour companies. Do not use somebody down at the beach who you don't know. This is where we get into all kinds of trouble. The other thing is you want to make sure that you have the information for the local consulate in the country you're visiting. So if you do have an issue or a problem, you can get to that place with your copies of all your travel documents and your passports. If your passport was stolen or is missing or whatever, that's why it's very important to have those copies to get over to the local U.S. consulate wherever you are. Stay up to date on whatever vaccines these require. Most of the time, we're vaccinated enough to go there. Sometimes you'll see, you should get a yellow fever one. That's totally up to you, and it's optional. Always be aware of your surroundings and avoid risky areas. So dark alleyways, of course, don't go there. You have to treat being out of the country as if you were in a downtown area in your hometown, whether that's New York, Boston, Chicago, LA. You always have to be aware of your surroundings. The next thing is financial security. Use your credit cards more than you use cash, because if you're flashing a lot of cash around, you open yourself up to a robbery, and people are going to say, oh, this guy's got a lot of cash. I say the same thing about flashy jewelry. You don't need to wear a lot of flashy jewelry. And if you are going to bring that with you, keep it in the safe. If you're only going to wear it at night, if you're going out to a fancy dinner or something like that. Otherwise, leave that stuff home. You really don't need it. Make sure your credit card companies know that you're going out of the country. Some of them have an alert where you can sign up right on their website. Always make sure that your windows and doors are locked when you're in your room or your cabin. And if you can, stay updated with local news so you know what's going on. But always have a backup plan, so that if something does happen, you know that you're going to go to a consulate, or who the authorities are that you need to contact. And lastly, I want to talk about the USB ports that are available for charging your phone in public places at airports. If there's a USB port there, don't just plug right into the USB port, because that's a great way for people to hack the information on your phone, or to put a virus on your phone. Always use the little electrical adapter that your USB plugs into, and plug that into a outlet at the airport or any public place. So I've heard stories from people who have actually plugged into the USB port and all the information on their phone was missing. Bank records got stolen, because a lot of us use that on our emails and stuff. So it's important to always use the electrical plug, because that does not give them access to your phone. Anyway, I hope that gave you some great information. Oh, the last thing I wanted to mention is always bring a medical kit with you. Basic supplies like, Advil, Tylenol, bandages, hand sanitizer, any necessary medications. That's very key, because I've been with people on vacation, who've had some medical issues, and they don't have, and not even a Tylenol with them. So pack a little medical bag. It doesn't take that much room in your suitcase. Anyway, I hope you enjoy the rest of your week. This has been Joe Leo with this week's Travel Minute. Take care.
Thanks, Joe. You've been listening to the award-winning JBL Travel Minute with Joe Leo, winner of the 2024 Magellan Awards of Excellence. Each week, Joe takes you through the ins and outs of the travel industry and gives you ideas about travel that you never even thought about. If you're looking to take a trip, book a cruise, or a special event, then reach out to Joe Leo at JBL Travel Group at 732-831-5200, the official travel company of Tiki Man Radio.